Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of On the Couch. Guys, before I get into the intro, I just want to say thank you for the followers. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the love, the shares. Thank you for everything. This podcast is something that we never really even dreamt about doing. It was more about, creating a brand, pushing what we do, talking in general, because we thought it needed it in our industry.
Well, we've met some cool people.
Yeah, we have.
The way.
We have. And this podcast was meant to give financial literacy, talk about entrepreneurship, have guests on the show to, help inspire what we do and how the struggle is real. And then, of course, help support other people's businesses and what they do. And along the way, I mean, it's been pretty fucking cool.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, it has. Stefano, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Are we going to thank the Toronto Maple Leafs as well?
I'm wearing this jersey today because I'm very proud of where we're at.
This is our year.
I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, there's so many.
Get us out of the second round, and then I'm going to say, this is our year, possibly.
Yeah.
At least we made the Final Four.
Out of the second round.
Yeah. Second round. I got season tickets, and I will not go to a round one game.
No.
I'm not going.
Really?
I will not go. I love the Leafs. I'm diehard, but I'm not going for.
Are you superstitious?
No, it just. And you know what? I probably have been to a round one game for the last fucking 7 years.
Push, prove it to me.
Or 8 or 9, actually.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Since 2017, we made it against Washington. Mm-hmm. Is that our first year before, the Matthews era, I guess? 2017, we made it against Washington. And
it's been 9 straight years we've made the playoffs. Right?
9 straight year, 2017. Is it 9? So we made it the year before. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. Well, I'm thinking Washington. We went out of the first round once. Listen, man, Ottawa has a good young team. They got good goaltending. Brady Tkachuk is going to be that rat on Boston.
Yeah.
I don't. It is what it is.
He is the new Marchand.
He is the new Marchand. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So you know what? For 4, 5, 6, 7 games, he is going to be up in your face.
He showed it at Canada versus U.S.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So he's going to give it. He's going to give it. This is the Battle of Ontario. There's going to be a lot of bragging rights
for Matthews and Marner's sake. They need to win a series. Two series. Like I say, they need to fucking do it.
But why Mitch Marner? He's still very young.
Mitch Marner, you're up for contract. So you know what? If you don't go past the first round this year, I'm sorry, man.
You're not going to get max. No, you're not going to be.
The Leafs aren't going to do it. In my opinion.
And the conversation around him is that he's going to be one of the high, if not the highest paid player in the NHL.
This year.
So
signing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I love you, bro, but I mean, I don't love you because I don't fucking know you, but get me to the third round and I'll love you.
Third round. Jeez.
It's expected. You got to.
You can't be this good of players and pay these many guys and not ever get to the third round.
When was the last time we won the Stanley Cup?
67.
Are we the oldest team now in the NHL?
100%.
Well, that has won a cup, yes. Yeah. There's teams that haven't won one, but
no, I mean that has won a cup and now is on this
many years.
This is the longest streak, I think, in probably sports history almost.
It might be.
Yeah. Also a couple big things happen in the NHL.
It was the Red Sox for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Boston Red Sox for a while.
Also, we got to celebrate Ovechkin.
Guys, who would have thought that that guy would have done it this year?
It's amazing.
It's a beast. How old is he? 40?
He's 39.
39 years old.
Yeah.
I get it. The league has changed, allowing for more goals.
Yeah, but the goaltending is that much better too.
Is it?
It is.
No, it's not. The percentages are down. You constantly see 7-goal games. You haven't seen 7-goal games since the 80s.
You don't think it's a different game than it was back then too?
The game is different.
Yeah.
Allowing for more goals, that's all.
But I think it's a harder game now to score. I think so.
You're scoring more on less shots. Back in the day, it was like the 80s. In the 90s and the 2000s is when they sort of tightened it up. Right? And Gretzky went through that tighten up, and you see that towards his end part of the year, and part of his career.
But his game changed.
Does
older
this
team
mean the
doesn't.
players are better, or the
No,
goalies are
well,
worse?
guys, the players are incredible now, and truly, you can see that in all sports,
Mhm.
and it all comes down to the amount of time they're putting in, and the fact that they're able to learn off the internet, something we didn't have
No,
growing up, right?
you can
Off
watch.
the internet. What does that mean?
Well, you can
Like-
watch a video on somebody's stick handling,
Stick
right?
handling
Ah.
and learn that move. If you were a player back in the day,
You have to watch a hockey game.
no, you would have to maybe and that guy would only do that once in a blue moon, and then maybe it might trigger to, let me try this move. Now I go on social media,
Yep.
and I can learn every soccer
Everything about
move,
everything.
every soccer move available,
Yeah,
and I can sit there in my backyard and I'll
Learn.
practice it for an hour, and I learned a new skill
That's right. Wow.
because I found it.
So,
So-
do you guys think it's an accomplishment for Ovechkin?
100%.
100%, man,
Yeah.
guys. There's no question. Is it going to get beaten a lot quicker than Ovechkin was able to do it on Gretzky? I think so.
You think so?
100%, yeah.
It's gonna happen. It'll
who?
happen again.
Do you have any names that you could throw out
Listen,
right
right now they're talking Matthews. I don't know,
now?
man.
He
The
hit
guy's,
400 as well.
which is why I'm wearing his jersey today. He hit 400 yesterday. Will he be the guy? Right now, he's trending that way. I mean, but it's hard because you have to be healthy.
Uh-huh.
No, how healthy you got to be to make that record.
Do the age as well, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna need the age.
Yeah, you got like Ovechkin took to 39 years.
How old was Gretzky when he did it? 36.
I don't know. Good question.
But he also had the Edmonton Oilers. Like he had a stacked team.
Stacked team, but that was all him, man.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, there's great players, but like, I don't know.
Well, that's my thing. So Toronto, it could be our year. Johnny, do you have the same passion for Toronto as well?
So I'll say this. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. I am a diehard Leafs fan. I grew up watching, Clark Gilmore, like that was, Felix Potvin. Like,
Those are the 90s.
yeah, the 90s, but then going into 2000s. And then, of course, disappointment after disappointment. So it's been tough, but yes, I'm a big, big, big Leafs fan. I've never liked any other team. I can't say anything, man. I've had this conversation fucking 43 times already.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like,
I want to, the next time we film, I want to be wearing this jersey again.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's why sometimes it's luck, the playoffs, man.
It is. And it's also determination, grit, fortitude, and discipline.
You need luck,
Yeah.
and you need to be a good team,
Yeah.
and you got to be well coached, and your mindset has to be ready. And I don't
You know
I
what?
can go on forever.
I'll
of
tell you
what-
one thing I
what
know
needs
for
to be
sure.
done to win a
I'll
to
tell
win a
you
game.
what I know for sure is the opportunity is there. Right? So now it's just up to them.
So,
So-
we have two Toronto things to talk about today. Number one is Toronto Maple Leafs. Number two is
Toronto Dominion,
Toronto Dominion
Tell me.
Bank, TD Bank.
TD Bank.
Look at me in the eyes.
Well-
what
well,
are
before-
you doing?
Wait, before we even get there, let's talk about rate buy downs.
Yeah. What are you doing?
But let's talk about rate buy downs in general.
I don't want to.
I know, but this is a mortgage show.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have mortgage brokers that listen to our show,
Yes.
and some of them are willing to buy down to get the best rate for all their clients. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So what did TD just announce? Which is, okay, this is a hard conversation for me because if you work with me, you know how much this is a difficult topic because I'm going to first start with my feelings about this. In the commission world, for anybody who's watching, we don't get paid by the hour. We don't get paid by the job. I mean, we do get paid by the job, but we only get paid when the job's complete. Okay. Going to an agent, even a real estate agent, a car salesman, anybody who's commission based, they are based on the job. So if you make somebody do the job, okay, they spend the time. Imagine a plumber coming to my house, doing the whole job, run the whole line, and all you have to do is just screw it onto the faucet. Okay, can you imagine that? And I say, you know what, Stefano? I'm gonna go call my buddy Jerry, who for $100 he's gonna dial that thing on. I know you did all the work already. You ran all the pipes. I know you did. I know the strategy to make the leak go away. I know you did the work. But we're gonna go fuck. I'm gonna call Jerry to screw on the fucking thing. Okay?
Can I just interrupt quickly?
No, I want to finish.
No. What does a leak have anything to do with screwing on the fucking?
Because he fixed the pipe. The pipe was leaking.
Uh-huh.
I called my friend. Right? You're in debt. You know, you call me. Can you fix my debt problem? Absolutely. I do the whole process. Right?
You've had that said to you. Can you fix my debt problem?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
100%.
all the time.
We're
mortgage brokers.
It's normal,
right. So
Oh.
I have debt. Can you fix this for me? Absolutely. I did all the work. So I call you, the plumber, come fix the leak. You come there, you run all new pipe. I give you the strategy of what to do. And then at the end, you're like, you know what? The other guy gave me a cheaper price. Okay? Right. Imagine. And then all he has to do is come there and screw the faucet.
Screw the faucet.
Okay? Exactly.
There you go. Go on.
Right? Or put the nut on the faucet.
Yeah.
So now in our world, it's the exact same thing. The only difference is I don't get paid. So now TD has introduced a new tool to level the playing field or hurt the playing field.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about that. That's why that's the point of this episode, I guess.
Which I'm obviously furious about it. I think it's absolutely rat shit.
I 100% agree.
I know you do.
I don't like the future of where this is going.
Yeah.
That's truly like what I don't like. I like that they're trying to give us a equal playing field with the bank side of all this. So mortgage specialists.
So mortgage specialist means that they are mobile mortgage
mobile.
specialists,
Really?
not internal bank reps. These are
Well, anybody, not in our world.
not a broker.
Yeah, that's not a broker. You want to walk into to one of these
Brick and
top
mortars.
6 mortars,
Yep.
and they're given rates that, you know what, for the last, I'm going to say probably 8 to a year, 8 months to a year,
Mhm.
they have been literally beating the shit out of us with rates.
Yeah.
And then we're obviously owners of a brokerage. We got to listen to our agents, be like, why can we not compete?
Yep.
Like it's our fault.
Correct.
Why we cannot compete with these
MMSs.
MMSs.
Yeah, so
that
now-
are dropping their pantses. And while we can't compete with them, I'm speaking to these MMSs. Hey, how's your business? And they're saying it fucking sucks.
Yep.
Why does it suck? Because in order for me to win that file, I had to literally drop my entire commission. And I'm okay with that because I'm going to get a volume bonus. And this is okay. So these top 6 are okay with
Doing more work,
doing more work,
earning less
earning a lot less
for the potential of a bonus.
for potential of bonus.
Yep.
And the banks, the top head guys, corporate guys are like, yeah, no problem. We'll gain all the clients. We got to pay our MMSs less. Eventually, people are going to get burnt out.
Yeah, 100%.
And on our side, we've now been introduced because, as TD is saying, we've listened to you guys.
Yeah, but they haven't been listening.
Well, but
That's what they're saying.
But that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
We've listened to you guys. So before, if I wanted a better rate because I wanted to beat RBC's rate,
Okay.
right? I would submit RBC's rate, and they'd be like, "Here you go. I'm willing to beat that rate." So now, in order for me to beat that rate, I got to literally buy down my entire commission.
So I got to give away my earnings for the potential of a bonus. Okay. So hear me out. You, as an MMS or any agent, you got to give away your earnings, your income. Hey, you know what? I'm going to work whatever many hours, doesn't matter. You pay for the experience. You don't pay for the price. Okay. And by the way, clients, you don't pay for a mortgage agent to get you a mortgage. Let's just be clear. Unless you're in a troubled situation, you need alternative lending. But any traditional A lending, you're not paying a broker, right? The broker gets compensated by the bank. So now the bank is saying, well, in order for you to compete against your competitor, we want to even the playing field. So we're going to give you guys both the opportunity to give away your commission. How the fuck does that even make sense? Why don't you say, hey, you know what? We're going to level the playing field. We're going to offer you guys the same rates. I offer the MMS guy 4.2%. I'm going to give the broker world 4.2%, not penalize anybody. It's a win-win. You're going to get the volume. You're going to get the volume. You're going to get comped. You're going to get comped. Why not do that? Why are you out there right now saying, you know what? We don't care about you little guys. Bring the business so we can make top dollar on volume as a corporation, but I'm going to pay you, the little guys, less now. You want to earn the business, Mr. Mobile Specialist? We're not going to spend millions of dollars on marketing to bring in new business, to write new paper, okay? We're not going to spend money on retention because all we're going to do is drop our pants and hold retention and give rates away. So how do we win as commission salespeople? The guys that are in the trenches fighting for you every single day, repping your brand. How do we win? Oh, we're going to win we're going to give even playing field. Here's a program, guys. We're going to allow you to buy down rates. Okay, so you're allowed...
Literally right to zero.
Yeah, right to zero. So you're allowing me to be a whore and drop my pants. And then you're allowing the MMS guy to do the exact same thing. Instead of saying, you know what, guys? We're going to be competitive in the market. The business is there because there's $63 billion coming up for renewal, okay? And I'm going to allow you guys to compete by giving you aggressive rates at top compensation. So now me and that guy get to go head to head and provide value. When value exceeds price, people will buy, right? Now what you're making me do is I got to cut somewhere. So now I'm going to cut on the tools and the services that I'm giving. I'm going to cut on the, does that make, you know what I mean? Like, why am I going to go buy?
Okay. So how about brokers?
Yeah.
Like the owners.
Yes.
Right now, that if you are willing to buy down to pretty much nothing left.
How does the brokerage make money?
How does the brokerage make money?
Nothing. They don't. They just provided administration for free.
Yeah.
So I'm administrating for free. So, hey, TD Bank, can I send you an invoice for my administration to administer your broker for your deal? No, of course not. Oh, right. I got to go sell. But you're making the guy in the house, your in-house person, give it away for free. So again, I'm going to go back to this plumbing. So you're going to take away my money. So then me as the person, I'm going to provide you less, right? I'm going to buy a cheaper product. I'm going to give you less experience. I'm going to show up late. You know what I mean? That's what happens. You're going to give the end result to me is worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like
for the end user, all right? And the purpose of being a mortgage broker is to give experience to the homeowners and the people who deserve it. That's why they come to people like us. So they can get the experience and they can have the after hours accessibility. They can have the post mortgage experience, right? That's what we talk about. Mm-hmm. So now we still have to give that for nothing. And we don't get paid on trailer, right? It's not a business model where we have trailers. Like, okay, fine, I'll sacrifice for the year because I know that they're going to stay with us and I'm going to get a residual income from it because it's going to be coming to me year one, year two.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
We don't get anything like that. No.
So how is this a win?
So it's not a win.
I don't know.
I know, man, but I was just on a call and guys, we have listened to you and we've come up with this great, you know what I see? I see you guys came up with a great strategy to not pay us.
Yes.
That's what you.
Not pay us.
Not pay us. Yeah.
Come up with a way to bring in more clients.
They thought of a way for them to, hey, this is my target of $1 billion. Let's just say my target's to fund $1 billion. I found a way to get more volume and not pay out.
Yeah. Instead of.
And us dummies are all going to go fight against each other. So you MMS that are out there that are listening to me saying, hey, I'm not your competition. Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, we're not your competition. We're your friends. And we're here advocating that this is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Your world and our world right
Both
now
our worlds are
going backwards.
Yes.
What the banks should have done is teamed up together.
Yep. And
be like, you know what? No one's getting paid right now. People are overworked, right? Do you know how many of these agents are like, or MMSs are like, guys, I have worked for so many hours. My volume is more. Mm-hmm. I've closed more volume than I did last year.
Yep.
And I'm getting paid a third of the amount. We're over here losing deals after deals after deals.
Rate, bro. That's one of the reasons why I got out of the car business.
This is crazy.
It's because they
right
said,
now.
"Hey, Johnny, you sold 100 cars last year. You made $100,000. I need you to sell 110, but I need you to make 90."
So
I'm-
so what are the solutions now?
So me personally, I've moved into creating a new avatar.
What does that mean?
Like
find new clients.
find different clients.
Yeah.
How?
Because I don't want to battle. I don't want to battle like.
So but
like
here's
I
the problem.
have.
If you're gonna battle,
It's
so
not
give
worth it.
people the solution now to the problem.
No, but so that is Danny's right, but it's a shitty way because someone like, okay, client calls you and says, "Hey, Johnny, my renewal's coming up."
Yeah.
Okay. And they say, right now, a 5-year, okay, today, as of today, right? So don't call me tomorrow if the rates change. As of today, a 5-year renewal, I've seen 379. Okay. For instance. And the client says, "Johnny, what do I do?" My bank rep says, "Whatever you get, I will match. Whatever you get, I will beat," because the ability to do so is there, right? So now, me as a commission salesperson, and for those that have never been in commission, they're probably sitting here saying, "Yeah, but that's your job. You're supposed to do that." I get that. I will do that every day. I will fight. If you've ever worked with me, you will know I will fight tooth and nail. If you've ever seen Danny or myself or any of the staff here in the brokerage, guys, we have so much passion, and you can probably hear it in the way we're talking right now, for what we do. We will fight, but the last thing we want to do is fight to give somebody the strategy up to win.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm in business for. And it's not fair for an agent who might have taken the risk to become an entrepreneur, who's a mother of 2 kids, right? Or even a single mother for that matter, because it happens, or a single dad, or a young 22-year-old, whoever it is. Everybody has a struggle. Everybody's eyes have stories. That individual goes and spends hours, comes to the brokerage, and we don't have a leg to stand on because we can't fight. And the only way to fight is to give away your commission. Like, I can't even, like, TD years ago had a rate exception sheet.
Years ago, up until a month ago.
Okay, a month ago. Sorry. Okay, but like,
Not even.
But it
less.
was easy. It was easier. You would.
That's what I'm saying.
You would fill out the
sheet.
You would fill out the sheet, submit it.
And submit it, and they'll be like, "You know what? I like this client. I'm going to beat whatever's there,
And that-
I'm going to pay you."
Yeah, full comp.
Instead now,
Yeah,
they're like, "Yeah, the only way you're going to win this client is if you buy down your shit.
yeah.
So I want you to work for free. I want you to go harder because chances are that guy's going to probably shop you anyways.
Yeah, everybody's shopping.
Everybody's shopping right now,
Yeah, which I don't blame you for. Go do it.
Instead of figuring out a way to stop the shopping,
Yep.
and creating less work for everybody, because it's harder on you guys too. Because when people are shopping, they're you as a lender, they're going after you. Then they're going after Scotia. They're going to TD. They're going to RBC. They're shopping you. So now they've made 4, 5, 10, 15 people go to work.
You know what? You know what's going to happen?
And all you had to do is come up with a way to stop the fucking shopping.
Yeah.
And instead, you guys come up with a way to create us another avenue for the client to start shopping.
Yeah, that's all you've done.
That's all they did.
Yeah, you just made more work.
Yeah. And broker owners are now sitting there like, fuck. What do you mean? You want to compete because you need to win this file? And how much you're going to make? That means us brokers, owners are going to make how much? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So now
Who's
retention.
going to pay all the salary, all this overhead?
Who's gonna pay it?
Who's going to pay it?
You guys, but that means you're making no profit.
No,
But
I'll tell you what's
that
going to happen.
agent's about to make, I'm going to close my deal.
That's right.
I'm going to close my deal. I'm going to
That's
make my client happy.
My goodness.
And then the retention becomes that much more difficult, right? Because the agent is saying, "Well, if you're not going to close my deal, I'm going to find someone else." Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's happening. So I'll tell you what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen for me as a broker? I won't sell your product. I won't. And I will convince everybody else around me not to sell your product.
So that means you're not going with the main banks anymore.
No, I will. I'll just go to different ones.
Oh,
just because, like, guys, let's just be clear. They're not the end all be all. There's 30 other lenders that offer the same rates, better programs, better services, better systems, hands down. But it's just because they're not mainstream, and
Gotcha.
that's what's happening. Or, there's one particular part of what they do. At the end of the day, there's
There's good things they do. We're not gonna.
I'm not saying there
question-
isn't.
Yeah,
There is. I said, like I said,
there's
they
good
have.
things
There
they
is.
do, but what they're doing right now
It's not
is
cool.
I
beyond
won't
me.
sell your product.
And on top of it, do we want to go through our list of files that we've submitted to there that they are overloaded, and we know this.
Yeah, and they can't even.
They're,
hold,
they
like,
they can't even they can they're having
support's not
their,
there.
Yeah, their support is so bad right now.
okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna give you an
Really?
example.
So
Okay,
everything's just gone bad.
It is
about
bad.
what this whole thing is brought.
So
in.
hold on,
they're-
their support, customer support is bad.
Customer support, their whole timeline is bad.
Okay, but can I ask you a
Their
question?
Last minute fucking things.
I want to ask you guys a question.
Pissed off clients. Like none of this makes sense.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So, Range Rover has a beautiful, beautiful automobile, right? Would you sell that product for no commission just because it has better features for the client?
Would I sell that product?
Yep.
For better features.
It has better features, right? It does. However, the experience that they're going to receive is shit. They don't have technicians to fix, just like we don't have underwriters to work. They don't have systems that are working. Things are blowing up. They're all over the news for fraud and everything else. Okay. So things are happening around them that are not positive. You're a broker selling new product, but still a new product.
Okay, new products, but I have the choice of
Others.
of
Yes.
every others. No, I'm not gonna. I'm obviously gonna go with the smooth sailing process.
There you go.
And I talk to that about my clients too. Listen, this rate right now, that's the rate. If you want cheaper, it's gonna be a hell of a fucking ride. You're not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. We're both gonna hate each other at the end of it. You tell me which one's more important to you.
Yeah. Buddy, I will buy you that box of pizza that the difference of that rate will be for the rest of your term. I'll buy that for you. When I've been in sales a long time, okay? And I started my sales career knocking on doors. Stefano, Danny, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I come to your door and I say, hey, my name is Johnny Soup. I'm in the neighborhood today doing a special promotion. I'm with ADT Security. I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. ADT, you guys are $39 a month. The other guy's $30 a month. So it's $6 a month difference, okay? And I say to you, okay, 6 times this is this. If I give you back $100, would you prefer the premium product that offers better services, that offers better programs, that has better customer service? Is it worth the $6 for you?
Yeah, for me it is.
Okay. Same thing here. No different.
It is a little different. It's a little different.
Why is it different?
Because you're just no, it's very different. man.
Why is it very different?
Because the TD Bank is essentially trying to eliminate you guys.
No, I get that, but that's what people are stuck on.
Well, I mean, they can't eliminate us because we have other programs. Like, never mind just the A space, but we got B space and private space, so we cannot be eliminated. Maybe they want to eliminate us from their own portfolio.
Oh, really?
That'd be the stupidest thing ever. I don't
That's
think
crazy.
I don't know.
so. I'm telling you right now.
No, because the rate that they're going to go on
Sure.
is gonna drive our brokers to be like, you know what? I don't want to go through all this.
Exactly.
The stress, our clients are all pissed off with us.
Yep.
For what? To get to match what you guys are doing out there, and then on the call on the call and introducing to us, you're like, oh, we've made it the playing field even.
Okay.
And then yesterday, we get one of our agents be like, listen, how do I beat this prime -1?
You don't.
And I'm like, who's it with? RBC? And they're like, no, it's with TD. But we can't get that with TD.
Yeah.
Not even if we fucking buy down our rate down to 0. We
So
can't
they're
get
trying to
that.
push you out.
So I don't understand. Why didn't you guys just tell us you tried to do an even playing field?
So there's 2 ways of that. There's either the buyer's being a liar,
Okay.
right?
enough.
Or it.
But do you think the buyer's going to be a liar in this case?
You never know.
You never know. But
don't
do you
know.
really think that the buyer's being a liar?
If they're not being a liar, how do you compete?
We can't compete.
don't.
But I'm saying, do you really think the buyer's being a liar?
Maybe
Any client coming through that door that says he's got prime -1 right now from a bank, I'm going to believe him. I don't give a
Yes.
shit because
but-
it's fucking possible.
But guys, Walmart is allowing other businesses to survive because Walmart can always undercut everyone. So why isn't TD kind of doing the same thing? Because TD
I don't know
could
what
beat
they're doing.
everyone out.
You know, I'll say this. There's an old saying, okay, in the sales industry where I come from, when you put 9 decision makers in one table, you get the wrong result. You put 9 surgeons, okay, in a round table to figure out the solution for that surgery, that person will not live. That is, go search it, because 9 egos are at the table. They came out with the wrong they came out with the wrong program doing with this. You had 9 eagles at a table, and they came out with this program, and it's the wrong program. I'm telling you right now.
So what about if you put 2 people around the tequila?
It's going to be just as shit as this program. Sorry. I'm mad because
this got me mad.
yeah.
This episode.
Obviously,
I'm mad because
obviously.
listen, I've walked people, and respectfully, okay, my experience, my time, the service you get is worth something.
Sure.
Right? For everybody in every industry, okay? I had I'll give you guys an example. I had a plumber come to my house, fix that faucet. And this is a true story. Happened last week. Shout out to Viva Plumbing, okay? Came to my house, fixed the plumbing, because it was an emergency. I needed it fixed. Or else I would have called my friend, but he was in Jamaica, so Donato, I apologize if you're watching. He came there, fixed the problem in 10 minutes. Cost me $350. Okay? What was I to say? Nothing. I pay for the experience, not for... That guy spent the last 20 years learning that trick.
100%.
Right? I got to pay for that. And I respect that. Because I can't sit here and demand that I need to be... And we're not demanding it. Just be fair. Okay? Just be fair. That's all we're saying. Go be fair. And that's not fair.
So is it fair that we're drinking Terramana tequila and they've only been operational for like 5 years? Because they really don't have any kind of a push on the other tequila brands that have been around for over 100 years. So you guys have to critique this right now.
I bet you this episode's going to get so many views and comments. I love it.
I'm sorry, man. I am so like where this whole thing is going right now is just got my head turning. Like I'm gonna say TD, thank you for saving my last deal. I'm gonna say thank you, TD, for giving me the opportunity to buy down my rate down to shit to save my last deal. Okay? I'm also gonna say thank you, TD, that you had no support to underwrite my file until the last week. That gave me no opportunity to figure out options.
Because they hogtied you.
Yeah. To close, to find solutions to close that deal. Instead, you brought me down to the last fucking minute. Mm-hmm. Took down all my the only way to save this is now we got this great new program in place that you can now buy down your fucking rate and buy it down as much as right down to the point that we can get you qualified so we can save your client from losing his fucking property. Thank you. You just worked for fucking 3 months and made fucking zero.
Wow.
Peace
And
to that.
guys, I'm sorry for I've known Danny a long time.
He never gets mad.
That's the first time I heard him say fuck 3 times in one sentence. So pay attention. Okay?
How do you feel about getting that mad, Danny?
Doesn't
it feel exhilarated?
I'm routed up. There's no question about it.
Well, because this is your livelihood.
I don't.
Nobody wants to work for free.
It's not even that. It's like this is your business, your brand, your family, like all of it. It's all intertwined,
guys. But because we care, when an agent comes to us and says, "What can you do?" and then they're like, "But why can't I buy it down?" Right? Guys, 2 things happen. One, Danny just unplugged himself.
So tucked in, it's killing me.
Sorry.
Okay, but 2 things happen, right? So I want to explain this really quick, even just for our agents, because we don't get to talk about this a lot because I hate the conversation. Buying down a rate does 2 things, okay? It devalues your value, and number 2, it makes you earn no money, okay? At the end of the day, we're all here for the clients to win. So that's what's important. So, hey, your client, at the end of the day, he won, he closed, but Danny's not happy about it because it was a bad experience for Danny. Danny, at the end of the day, making $100 or $50 is better than no bucks, right? We always say that, okay? But it's the way about it. It wasn't expected of him. It wasn't even optional. It was forced. Yeah. That's the part. So when people come and say, "Oh, well, we don't talk about buying rates. I don't drop my pants. I was raised that way by all my mentors and all my sales careers. We don't drop pants. We don't discount." And I mean that with grace. We do discount, but you got to get paid for your service. Okay. And the clients don't pay you. The bank does. So the client didn't pay Danny. And it's not like Danny went to the client and said, "You know what? Things are happening. It's a little tough. You know what? My fee of $100, I'm going to reduce it to $75 or $50 or $25. That's not what happened. Mm-hmm. The manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
The manufacturer took it away from him
That's right.
because of the manufacturer's default. That's the part that pisses us off. And that's the part that you guys need to recognize.
So there's some other. I don't even know where to go with this, man.
Yeah.
You guys are riled up.
Anyways, all right. Let's get to the tequila.
I just want to be clear on that. It wasn't the client that made him discount his services because that's not what happened. It's not like Danny went there, built the guy a shed, and the guy said, "Oh, you wanted $5,000? Well, okay, you know what? I'm only paying you $3,000." That's not what happened.
No.
It's not what the I provided you a Maytag fucking dryer,
And you brought me something else.
and you brought me something else,
Yeah.
and you didn't pay me because the client wasn't paying for it. The Maytag was supposed to pay me. Maytag said, give it to the client for $1,000. Give away your commission. No, but I said, hey, you gave away my money. That's what you did. You gave away my money.
Well, Dwayne Johnson spent a lot of money on Terramana tequila.
And I'm sure Dwayne Johnson has stories just like this from all the deals he's done too, okay?
So, guys, we've had Terramana on this podcast
We have,
quite a
yes.
lot. Have we
Not
ever
quite,
had
not quite a lot.
quite a lot? We had 3-4 bottles at least.
No, the two.
He's got what 5-6 bottle brands under it. I mean,
All right.
styles.
I'm
looks
gonna
like a
research
Blanco.
how many of these. I know we didn't have the Blanco because I made sure
This one, it's like a baby blue. I don't even
that
know.
this Blanco was not on our show before.
How many does he have? 5-6 for sure. And he even has a coffee one coming out. Everyone's infusing coffee into their tequilas nowadays.
You know what? That was the thing why I've had too much to drink. But,
What?
Patron
Oh, Patron. Yeah, they have every
Patron
flavor under
had
this
the
universe.
Cafe XO.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
They got rid of it.
Why?
Well, I don't know if they got rid of it. The LCBO got rid
That
of
was
it.
pretty good.
Why?
I liked it.
I loved
because
it.
it was perfect for like
Even
You
even
chill it and drink.
yeah.
the first time
But even like espresso martinis and stuff like that, you would use the Cafe XO, and it was like amazing.
So why did they get rid of it though? You can't drop that bomb and not explain why.
I don't know why they got rid of it. The LCBO got rid of it. Maybe
Oh.
the sales weren't high or whatever the case.
Oh, I
was.
see.
I don't know.
So how many tequilas does the Rock have?
I don't have that. answer.
Okay, let me look that up while you get up this.
I am going to look up how many Terramanas we've had, and we've had the Reposado on here, and I'm going to say that we averaged about a 7.5 to 8 on it, and I'm going to say we had the
So he has 3 guys. He has the
we
Blanco.
had the Anejo, and we
the Blanco, Nejo, and Reposado.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
But I thought then we had 2 out of the 3. Could this be the third?
We've
this
never
is
done the
third.
Blanco.
This is the
Yeah.
third. We've never done the Blanco yet.
So talk to me a little bit about this, Danny.
How about we try it while I do some?
That's a good idea.
research?
Bottoms up, guys. You need it.
We don't
I
need
don't
it.
think we need it.
Tequila.
It's been a long morning.
So let's try it for real. Tell me what you guys think about this Terramana tequila.
I think anything after you've had a heated moment like that one is going to taste good.
Doesn't this have a very distinct Don Julio taste?
It has some citrus and agave, vanilla, and some earthy taste. Yeah.
Oh,
More
okay.
smell to it, I'm gonna say.
So let's
Medium bodied, warm, lengthy finish.
let's start off with the body. You know what, Johnny? Let's start with you. Let's look at that bottle and say, are we buying that?
No.
All right. What are you giving it?
I'm buying it if I'm having a party and I need a mix Blanco.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's that kind of a tequila.
Listen, man, for
I'm not,
$60 for a Blanco, this is
Really good,
perfect,
yeah.
perfect, well placed.
I'm not a Blanco guy. It's not bad. Like it's not. It's good. It's better than the Jose Cuervo. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you giving it out of 10? For that look, that baby blue look.
I don't know. It looks like a vodka bottle, so I don't. I never like the Terramana bottles, to be honest. It looks like you put vodka on that bottle, and I think it's vodka.
Give me a 7.
No, 6.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flavor.
Flavor's not bad.
It's a Blanco, man.
It's a Blanco. Yeah. Like I mean, it's fine. I'll mix it. I'll put it with the party stuff. This is definitely like basic bar.
Okay.
Like this is bar rail
Bar
for
rail.
me. Yeah, this is 100% bar rail.
So what are you giving Bar Rail?
Again, I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
And now we got a $60 bottle on our hands.
Oh, that to me is an 8.5.
So your overall 7.5.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Danny, what are you saying, Danny? Give me a 10 on that bottle.
Give you a 10 on it? I'm definitely not giving you a 10 on this bottle. I mean, look wise, there's nothing special happening here, guys.
Yeah.
Let's face it. It's a bottle. It's a
Especially when we
bottle of
just reviewed.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, this is a 6.5 all day long.
6.5.
Six
Okay.
and a half. Like,
Flavor wise, it's a Blanco.
laser wise, I mean,
It's a Blanco. I mean, is there anything special to it?
Yeah, it's good with the mix.
So out of 10,
So
7.
7.
Okay.
Sure.
Now $60. Same as I said to
$60.
Johnny.
Perfect for me to mix it.
What are you giving it?
$60, 8.5.
Yeah.
So you're 7.5, 7.5 all the way around. Johnny, take it away on such a heated episode.
You know, we've been sitting on this couch for just over a year, and we've never really had any controversial conversations.
That's
We
right.
we really haven't. Danny and I have kind of tried to steer away from it. Let us know your thoughts, guys. Like, what do you guys think? Especially if you're in the industry, please comment down below. Watch the episode, take a look, and maybe our perspective
It's wrong.
is wrong. Yeah, explain it to us if we don't explain. If you're a TD executive, reach out to us. Explain to us what the thought process is and what the outcome is for you and for us.
And the future of this product.
And for, what's the future of the product? That we're just going to give things away, because when you enable habit, right? I'm a big advocate of this. Whatever you enable, you accept. And you're enabling something that we don't want. So what happens? What's the end result? We're just going to give commissions away.
I know.
Like,
So truly fix the problem at hand. And
No.
the problem at hand is out there
Yeah.
with the top 6 in fucking giving out these fucking rates.
Yeah.
That's the problem at hand right now.
yeah, it is.
Tell me where we can get that
Anyways,
hate mail.
This conversation is long because we had the same issue in other industries and me selling other products in my late teens, early 20s, 30s. And now here we are. And I'm having the same feeling of this corporate run. And let me tell you guys, I don't work for you. Okay. Let's just be clear. Where you can find us, you can find us here on the podcast, on the Couch Podcast 23 on all streaming platforms, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram. Guys, please, please, please. This is a very, very deep topic. Comment down below. Let us know how you feel. Share the show so we can grow. Danny, where can they comment if they want to message you and DM you?
On my social platform.
Don't say it, Dan. Don't say it.
Mortgages by Danny C. Obviously, we have our On the Couch podcast social.
On the
It's
Couch
on-
podcast. On the Couch 23.
On the Couch 23. That's on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and whatever other streaming platforms we're on. So
And Johnny, where
away,
can they find
Johnny.
you?
Guys, you can find Johnny Supa at Your Nesta Financial. Till then, guys, please take care. Comment below. I'm not going to stress this enough. And
Till next time.
until next time.
Later.